So let me show you, okay, if I want to create from scratch. Alright, so I want to insert a cover page. You can just pick a cover page, right? And then we can put abstract here. Alright, so I just add abstract. Now we want to insert a pagination or the page number. So go to home or insert, right? And look at the page number. Let's see, we're going to do at the bottom of the page. Okay, so you may say it's easier if you do from the blank, not from the template. Okay, it's going to put I for you. Alright, if you set it to, of course, when you insert, you may need to double check that your format is starting from Roman numeral, start at I. Alright, so now we see SI. So next, I want to show you how to do the table of contents. Right? Footer with date and FilePath too. Okay, and table of contents, add references. Alright, so let's go with the footer. Let's find some contents. So I'm going to pretty much just take the contents from here. Okay. And so for example, this is your title, right? Like we talk about wearable devices, right? Now I want to put the style onto this as heading 1, right? You may see we have heading 2, heading 3, and so on, right? Those are the style, heading 5, right? So table of contents should follow the abstract. Then I'm going to insert, okay, blank page. And it's going to go to a new page where I start to insert table of contents. Go to references, table of contents. Now you want to make sure you select the automatic version, not the manual one, because it's going to update, you see, based on the headings style that we apply, right? Remember I showed you I apply the heading 1 as the style, right? This is also the headings for each style, you may see accordingly, right? Heading 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and so on. Then when you, let's see if I do heading, see heading 4, heading 5. For example, if I have another section that have another heading 2, right? If I keep adding, when we come back, we always have to update the table of contents, update the entire table, so that's going to insert in. Okay. So make sure you do this at the end, though, because you don't want to keep updating every time. To show you how to insert the table of contents, and when you have more contents, alright, so just keep updating it. Now you may see the pagination here. We said, let's review the requirement. Format the pagination of abstract and table of contents with Roman numeral. the other pages with the regular numbers. So we may see this one is Roman numeral, right? The other page. Now we're going to insert a pagination here, right? And I show you how to break into section, right? Last class, you can review from last video here. Like, you may see this is Roman numeral, and when you break sections, it should give you different format. Like you may see that this one doesn't have the pagination anymore. Then we're going to add the page number at the bottom. And start with the Roman numeral, which is starting from 0, which you can change format and make it start at 1. Right. So now it's starting at 1. And if you have more content, it just keep going, right? For example, I'm going to insert more contents. I'm going to save this. Again, if you save on the ground, right, for a presentation, you have to create a OneDrive account. Now I'm going to put on my desktop, since I'm running out of space on the cloud. So. Alright, so now when I do that, I should be able to insert the footer with the FilePath, right? This requires to do that. So insert. Now you have to go to quick parts right here. Okay, let's say date and FilePath, right? So FilePath is under field here, which you can pick. You can insert anything that you need from here, like author, barcode, bibliography, and so on. But you're looking for, you can do date here too, right? But by default, they have date here too. You can pick from here or there. Just pick the format. So we got a date. So same thing. Like this is just the one that commonly used. But if you need to have more, then you have to go to insert the quick part that I showed you earlier. So I'm going to insert now. Go to quick parts, field, and I'm looking for the file path, right? So it should say something about path, file name right there. And then you can add path to the file name by checking that. Okay, you want to do uppercase, lowercase, title case. So it's good to just tell you location where you have your file saved. If you have it on cloud, it's going to be a link to your OneDrive. So this is how we do the add footer with date and FilePath, right? And create table of contents with the tool. Again, make sure you use the tool, okay? Because we want to learn how to use the software tool to help us do work faster. I just show you how to create CoverPage too, right? Now we're going to do add picture as your watermark on every page. Okay. So to add the watermark, you may go to page layout. Share on design, under design. So watermark right here, right? So watermark, we use that could be like this is a confidential document, or this is just like custom watermark. You can type your own, or you can add the pictures as the watermark. Type your own, like this is draft, apply. You may see watermark insert, right? On every pages. Okay, so that's how you add a watermark. You can also, again, go to design and watermark. You can also remove it and customize it to a pictures if you want to add an image instead. You can search or use from your local drive. Right, so okay, so it just has the watermark, has an image now. So that's how we do the watermark. Now we're going to look at how to add references. Of course, on your research paper, you're supposed to provide a source, right, where you get your information from, right, of the contents. So, for example, at the end of my paper, I'm going to insert blank page, right? This is the last page I want to add the references. Like I show you, if you were using the template, it's already have it for you. See, it's auto. But template doesn't have table of content, you have to add that. We want something like that too. Okay. So now, if you do it manually, not using the template, you can go to references. To use references, like for example, first you need to manage your sources. Example is, I happen to found the article online, for example, about wearable device. Alright, so I need to get the author information, so those are authors. Then you need to do new, start to add the author. This is a journal or book section, right? This is an article. So I'm going to put the name, right? Roy. I have edit and put last name and first name. Add. And you can keep adding since we have more, right? Patty. I have 5 orders right there. Patty Mays. Right. Huber. Okay, I'm just going to show you just a few. You pretty much just going to do all of them, right? And then the title right here, finger reader, right? A wearable device to support text reading on the go. So that could be a topic that you can write to. If it's from a journal, you need to provide journal name. This is look like a, this is actually the research paper. Let's say just report year, publisher, and city. So look at the year 2014, Ontario, right? Toronto. So if you couldn't find all the information, then you can just leave them blank. And now I got the reference. I can add a new if you have more than one. Now after you add the references, then you can just do the bibliography. Just insert references, and it's going to automatically insert for you. And when you do citation, when you write paper, like for example, if you happen to take this from that text, you just go and insert citation. at the end